Hi you guys, well I so hope that you all are in the pink of your health and happiness. This is Swatii Chandak and I'm back again since it's Tuesday, and as promised in the previous video, I'm back again with another book review and recommendation. Well, before that, to the people who have joined in here from the very start, thank you so much. Your love and support means a lot to me. And to the people who have joined in recently, welcome to my channel. I keep on experimenting with a lot of activities. That is the reason you'll see distinct videos in the future. Before recommending and revealing the name of today's book, I'll just quickly talk about the book which I've already recommended. Well, if you have not watched the previous video, I'll probably link in somewhere in the caption so you'd be able to switch it on easily and comfortably. The book name which I recommended was The Devotion of Suspect X by Kiego Higashino, one of the most amazing books I've read in 2020. It's a must read. If in case you have an inclination towards the genre mystery, you should definitely get your hands on it. The book I'm about to recommend today is gifted to me by my father, the core of my heart, where the book's name is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse. The color combination of the hardcover is amazing. This costs around somewhere 800 bucks, 799 bucks. The color combination is amazing. It is extremely subtle and comforting to look at. White and a crisp of navy blue. With that, there is a subtle illustration done by the author Charlie Mackesy. Well, I so hope that I have pronounced the name of the author correctly. You can see a horse, you can see a boy holding up the mole quite high, and then you can see a fox over here sitting over here. It's a beautiful and a comforting sketch. I'll tell you how I have tried to review the sketches over here as well. Well, it is a book wherein you'd find a lot of illustrations with minimal words. Less are the books I have an inclination towards when it comes to illustrations. I have read a lot of books with illustrations like of Devdutt Patnaik. There are like few of the illustrations in Amish Tripathi as well, but very minimalistic. And then I have read the illustrations by like Namita Gokhale. I have loved reading Amruta Patil. Like she has already, there's this one of the books which I'll recommend probably in the next video. So yeah, there are a lot of things which I've read when it comes to like illustrations. There are a lot of comic strips which I have loved when it comes to illustrations. There are like I have loved reading Calvin and Hobbes and Asterix, and I have loved dwelling into the same. But when it comes to this book, as soon as you pick it up, you'd find it, is it a children's book? Then you'll question yourself and you'll ask, is it a self-help book? Well, I'm not somebody I dwell into a lot of genres, but I'm not somebody who would ever go ahead and read a self-help. I do not recommend the same, and probably that is the reason. You can go ahead and check my papers. I have written few of the dissertations on why I do not prefer the self-help books or psychometric tests or activities and such, but we'll talk about it like some other day when I'd be making a video on all the papers or thesis or dissertations I've written till date. Before that, let's just get into the book and talk about why I have loved this book and why this is in top 10 of my like reading recommendations in past 2 decades. There's a reason to it. Like when my father went ahead to Rajat bookstore and asked Mohit Bhaiya to what kind of book I would prefer, since I am somebody who prefer purchasing books from local bookstores. I do not support online sales because of a lot of reasons, but I would like you, and I would ask you and urge you to please help local bookstores in like whenever you want to read a book, go ahead, go to the local bookstore, talk to the person who is in charge. You'd find a lot of interesting topics to talk about, and you'll find amazing books to purchase, and there would be a lot of knowledge you'll come back with. So that is something which I really am in favor of, and that is the reason I'd ask you to go to your local bookstore in whichever city you are and please purchase this book or place an order with your local bookstore, and then they'll either courier it to you or probably you can go ahead and pick it up and strike a conversation. Well, this is something which my father got it, and why I loved it, I'll just tell you. Let's just get into the video and let's just start it. First, just let me take you through the book. The book has minimal words, and there are illustrations and drawings at each page. You can see it. The book doesn't talk about life lessons. Like self-help books, the book will not talk about life lessons. The book will not ask you to go ahead and do certain thing in a certain way. The book is not gonna mentor you. The book is not gonna come ahead and teach you to be to be somebody in a situation. Like it will not, the book will not ask you to be another person in a particular situation. Rather, it is a story of 4 characters: the boy, the mole, the fox, and the horse. Horse being the wisest, and boy full of questions. So you'd see that boy is sitting in a corner, and mole comes up, and mole starts the conversation wherein mole asks that, why am I so small? And boy replies with an answer that you make a difference. No matter how small you are, you make a difference in this world. That is something which is probably another written paragraph or phrase for anybody. But when you go ahead and think about it, this book has tried to break a lot of shackles, tried to break a lot of ill treatments which has already been happening in the name of happiness, loyalty, rawness, honesty, and it has actually depicted the true sense of all these emotions, which needs to be probably adapted the way it should be adapted, which is actually written in the book. So when I talk about, there's this first chapter, when I talk about it, it's so beautiful. Herein, it's a little script where it is written about how and why and how the book proceeds. Herein, the boy is sitting and hello. These are not extremely, these are not well drawn illustrations. These are extremely different, wherein sometimes you wouldn't find those illustrations with proper marks or markings. But these are so comforting to look at. I have loved this. This is the chapter wherein the mole comes and the mole asks the boy that I'm so small, and the boy says that you make a difference with respect to people's color, height, caste, creed. We keep on questioning or taunting, or probably we are we probably do not even realize that what kind of hurt we are actually giving to somebody. That is how this book has spoken about how to be kind, how to have love for each other, how to stay together with each other, no matter how different your behavior or character is, no matter how what perceptions you have. You just stay with each other, you talk about it, and you move towards your goal, your destination. No matter what storms come in your way, you're always there with each other, handling each other together. And that is probably the the beauty of friendship, the beauty of love, the beauty of celebrating differences is what is shown in the book. Rather, I am saying it again, rather than teaching you, rather than coming to you and telling you that you should probably do something, like you should behave in a particular instance in a particular way. This is not written in this book. You would see how these 4 characters are moving ahead, moving and trying to reach to their destination, specific destination, and whatever they are having a conversation in the way. This is a book which I read in somewhere around half an hour. I got it somewhere in June, and I keep on reading it. There are times when I in the month of November, in the month of October and November, I read this book every day, and I didn't get bored of it, because it speaks reality, it speaks about honesty, it speaks about rawness, about simplicity, about the power of friendship, power of love, about being kind, about humanity. These are the things which are the pillars of our existence, which we have probably been forgetting because of the lot of things which have overpowered our lives, and our living, our habit, our behavior, our character. I do not know. There are a lot of things in a day which keeps on affecting us when it comes to watching a film or probably reading a book. There are a lot of things. And when it comes to books like such, this is something which is the need of the hour. This is something when people would be able to actually go and meet what they are supposed to meet, So that is the reason I love this book. There's this another instance where the mole asks, what do you want to do when you grow up? we'd either want to say that I'd probably want to become a pilot, I'd probably want to go into hospitality, or there are a lot of things. I want to become famous and stuff like that. The boy gives a very simplistic reply, and he says, kind. I want to be kind when I grow up. A simple word which is being written, minimalistic words, minimal words, and it had such a huge impact on me. Why? Because there are not a lot of times when you have to speak about what you feel. Rather, you just convey in the minimal words you have, because probably that is an impact which you'd want to make, or probably that is where the impact lies. I do not know. This is such a beautiful book that no matter, I didn't have to wake up the entire night. It got over in like half an hour, yet it left the most needed impact any book have left in last 2 decades. So there's this another another instance wherein whenever we come across hardships, whenever there are instances in our lives which affects us in ways that we get so upset that we do not even know how to move past everything, how to let go of things. So there's this like a very tiny conversation which made another huge impact on me. What do you think is the biggest waste of time? And the mole said, comparing yourself to others. Like, there isn't a day when, since the life is so fast paced and we are experimenting with a lot of things, we are getting into a lot of activities, and we keep on watching others, we keep on keeping an eye on people's activities and whatever they are up to, whatever their success ratios and success meter is, and we forget that we are trying to fuel the insecurity which is already present over there. We are trying to there are a lot of things which we try negatively, which we actually follow negatively when we compare ourselves with others, and it is so wrong. This is so subtly mentioned over here that I cannot even express how beautiful an impact it has. Please go to your favorite corner, please pour a cup of coffee or tea or whatever beverage you like and sit in silence, read about this book. This offers that depth which is needed in today's life. It is easy to say that the depth is something which makes you think a lot. No, depth is something which gets you closer to the reason for why you are existing, and that is the reason. There's this one simple explanation wherein the boy and the mole is sitting, and the boy says, I wonder if there is a school of unlearning. It has such a huge impact. There are parts in the book wherein you just see the illustrations. Do you look at it? Here is an illustration wherein the horse is probably jumping the puddle, and here the horse is trying to jump the entire, probably a hardship or a hurdle, this storm, and the boy fell. The boy fell over here. And there's this another illustration where the boy and the horse is face to face, wherein the horse says, horse being the wisest, he says, you fell, but I've got you. This is such a simple statement, but it makes such a huge impact. Like I cannot even tell you that how much of goosebumps I'm getting while reading about it, while telling you about this. This is the book which is celebrated throughout the world in 2020 and has been loved by each and every gender, each and every age group. This had such a huge impact because from the age of 5 to the age of 80, everybody can read it and you can actually connect to it. This is not something which is unrealistic. This is the most realistic book I have read ever in the past 2 decades, Then there is something which I really wanted to share. So Mole has sweet tooth and he keeps on talking about cake every now and then. That is something which is a quirky factor in the book and I loved it. So there's this one amazing line, an amazing phrase or amazing page, I'd say. So herein the boy and the mole is sitting over a tree bark, and the greatest illusion, said the mole, is that life should be perfect. we keep on striving towards perfectionism and being a perfectionist, but we forget to cherish whatever flaws we have, whatever imperfections we carry, and that is something which needs to be celebrated. You need to be around people who can cherish your flaws, who can stay with your flaws and still love the same way, or probably more, like give you more love than, because during our imperfections and during our flaws we require more love, probably more affection, more admiration, more appreciation. There are a lot of things which I can talk about when it comes to this book, but I leave you to it. Probably I might read this entire book as well, which I could have done that on the video, but I do not want to go ahead and be the spoiler reviewer for you. I so hope that you guys purchase this book. Go to your local bookstore, please purchase this book. This is an amazing book, and if you really want me to review any book of your choice, please drop in the comments, drop in your favorite book in the comment section. I'll purchase it and I'll read about it, and further I'll come and review over here. Thank you so much for having me, you guys. I so love coming over here and recommending books. Well, I guess I am going to be regular for this. This is one of the most loved activities I have. Again, the book's name is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. This is amazing. I will see you in the next video, and I so hope that you read the book and you come over here and let me know in the comment section how do you feel about the book. You can also follow me on Instagram, wherein I will be sharing the links of all the social media profiles on the caption below. If in case you have any queries, please let me know. Thank you so much. Lots of love, you guys. Take care, stay safe. See you next Tuesday.